So let's talk about Puerto Rico.
Whoa. Fuck, man. They still don't have electricity. They still don't have fucking electricity. Apparently, FEMA's throwing away the food. They're not even found. FEMA can't be found. I did hear they had a party at one of the biggest hotels there.
No, that's good.
Yeah, and we're dancing and
This has been a
doing the
really
Macarena.
fun disaster. This has been such a fun disaster. You know what I mean?
Trump says they can't.
Parties.
Trump said they can't hang out any longer. That they've done such a good job that everything's done. They're boning out. But they said they were having issues. The government said they were having issues getting to this FEMA camp or whatever. And these volunteers went and were able to find the FEMA camp, no problem, and found a dumpster full of pallets of unused water and food that were supposed to be distributed.
Yeah, straight up. And check this out. There's another video that we posted a while, like probably about a week and a half ago or 2 weeks ago on our Facebook channel or page, and it was a bunch of these veteran volunteers who went out to help, and they had seen like manifests where things were checked as like received and then delivered out into the field. And these guys who were the people who supposedly would have received them had never received it. So the manifests were a lie. And, and this is the manifest. This is the paperwork that Trump is basing his "we're doing so great with Puerto Rico" on.
He
And
tossed paper towels a couple weeks ago. Aren't they good?
Right. And then, so there it is, Mike, the article that you cited, what you said about finding these dumpsters of pallets of food and stuff just bolsters that. This stuff didn't get distributed. There's just no infrastructure to deal with this. And the governor
Dude,
that we've been hearing about is just another. We talk about living up in the butt. That's my take on him, is he's just living up in Trump's butt and loving being governor guy.
Well, Trump said he was going to get rid of the debt, and then they walked that back. Well, no, I can't really do that. This does definitely have something to do with money and Wall Street money, because they ain't doing shit over there. They have cholera.
Let me clarify that before you go on. Let me clarify that real quick before you go on, Mike. So what he's talking about eliminating the debt is that prior to this hurricane devastation in Puerto Rico, it was already like $95 billion in debt. I think
something
it was
like
really
that.
hurting.
It was close to $1 trillion, yeah.
Right, and so that's on prior to this massive amount of devastation
owned.
now. And so it's like, not only so how do you even begin to deal with this new stuff if there's already this $95 billion debt that you're looking at? And that's when Trump made his statement about, you're really messing with our economy, like, because, with their hurricane
budget.
they made, right, his budget. And
right, because it's going to cost $1 trillion to rebuild, basically, and they're already $1 trillion in debt to private lenders.
And guess what?
It's fucking bullshit. This is colonization to the core.
And we won't spend it. We're not going to spend that $1 trillion
No, because they're.
What were you saying about the mayors to me earlier off air?
Yeah. The governor's pretty much up Trump's ass. They can't find him. He's just running around with his head up his ass, not knowing what's going on, I guess. And the mayor of San Juan has kind of become basically the spokesperson for the country, and all the other mayors of all the other cities in Puerto Rico have come to her, and she's kind of like the voice for all, basically the country. And she's like, this is just fucking political bullshit. We're dying over here. Get off your fucking ass and take care of us. This is flat out colonial bullshit.
Yeah.
We fucking colonize these people, and now we're not going to take care of them.
Nope,
they have no fucking this one. I saw this interview. It was on Democracy Now! Today. It was a good show. They even had, you should watch it. They even had Chicano Batman on this afternoon. This before the last segment. It was really good. But they were saying there's this lady like living up in the mountains, and she's using a car battery to like boil water and make food and shit. A fucking car battery. They have no electricity. The cholera. There's dead animals in the streets, dude, that have drowned, and they're starting to rot, and it's polluting the water. These people don't have fucking water. There's no running water. They're washing their shit in the fucking rivers. They're taking water from Superfund sites that have been like chemically deadened. There's so much chemicals in these fucking sites that nothing can grow there, and they're just deadened, and they're taking water off of these sites and drinking it, and wondering why they have stomach aches and shit. Dude, it's fucking horrible. Waterborne disease is horrible.
So basically, listen, less than zero is going to be done to help Puerto Rico. Trump got his minute in the news cycle, and he feels like he did tremendous, wonderful things because he signed something that FEMA gave him that sent food. So he thinks it's done. He doesn't know, probably doesn't even know that the thing he signed became pallets of food in a dumpster and didn't do shit to help anybody. So that's just going to it shows how little this man cares about humanity.